Shout out to G-Man Boxing.
What a knockout. F.A. Ajagba knocks out Brian Howard in 3 rounds. That was a savage knockout. Oh my god. F.A. Ajagba, his right hand. See, people were comparing him early on in his career to Deontay Wilder because he's obviously a lot more technical than Deontay Wilder. He had a much extended amateur career, but he has power in that right hand. He's tall, he's a bit lanky. He's not as lanky as Wilder, he's not as tall, but he has power in that straight right hand, and he showed it in this fight. He took Brian Howard's head clean off. You know, it was a good knockout. It's probably right up there with Oscar Valdez in terms of like knockout of the year when he knocked out Burchell. It was a hell of a shot. In terms of this fight, it went 3 rounds. Brian Howard has been around. He's been around the block. He's been in there with guys like Frank Sanchez, just to name a few. He was awkward for the first couple of rounds. He was moving around the ring a lot. He was trying to box, or he was trying to punch with F.A. Ajagba. F.A. Ajagba, a lot of critique that I've had and other people have had with him is that defensively he is a little bit opened. Like, he stands, if you see him fight, he stands very upright at all times. So when he's throwing shots, he doesn't really move his head. He doesn't really kind of tuck his chin down. He just kind of throws the shot, stands very upright, even when he's coming forward, so he's open to get countered. And Brian Howard was able to land a couple of shots in there just by basically countering. You know, as Ajagba came in, he would throw like a left. There wasn't much power on them, but it is still a worry when you're getting caught with those shots. Like, I remember when he got dropped by, I can't remember the guy's name, but I know the journeyman, but I can't remember his name. But I remember when he got dropped by him, Ajagba actually heard him, and Ajagba came in for the kill, and he walked into a right hand and went down. So since then, and I think since then we've seen a lot more. We've seen a bit, I don't want to say gun shy Ajagba, that's the wrong word, but we've seen an Ajagba who definitely doesn't step on the gas like he used to. He doesn't bore in like he used to. You know, his last fight against Jonathan Rice, people were a bit critical of him because he went to points. At moments he didn't look amazing. Jonathan Rice is durable, he's tricky, so there was moments in that fight where I looked at it and I thought, yeah, Ajagba's looking a bit all over the place here, but I know the opponent he was in there with, so I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt on that. In this one, he did look a bit better. You know, he did. He was, you know, keeping at long range. Like I said, Howard was trying to play his part defensively, and he was trying to box or punch with F.A. Ajagba. His power really wasn't bothering Ajagba by the looks of things. And Ajagba, when he was looking to set the right hand up, you could tell. You know, I seen it in the second round, and then in the third round again. He was constantly looking to stay on the outside, set the right hand up, and when there was a few times he threw it, like he would throw the 1-2, and Brian Howard was able to move and slip with the shot. So, you know, obviously the shot didn't land. But then in the third round, he was able to land it. It was just a real sudden boom. There's the right hand, and when it landed, I mean, Brian Howard he went down. You know, he literally just almost did a full blown twist. You know, he went absolutely hurtling to the canvas. Hope he's okay, because it was quite a bad knockout. But he looked okay by the end, so that's good to know. But Jesus, yeah, Ajagba onwards and upwards. We see where he goes from here. He said in his last fight, I believe, that he needed about 2 years before he's ready to challenge for a heavyweight title, and I agree. I think that there's no point rushing him. There's still a lot of work needs to be done there. He needs to tighten up defensively. He needs to move his head a little bit more, you know, because if he stands so upright in the future, imagine he's in there with someone who is a big counterpuncher, or someone who can counterpunch with a bit of power. Leaving your head up like that is not going to pay any dividends. So he needs to definitely just tighten up his defense a little bit, you know. Other than that, there's fundamentals there with Ajagba. You know, he was a decent amateur. They just need to, there's a few like areas they need to just work on with F.A. Ajagba. I think that they're right, or he's right in saying he needs about 2 years. I think just gradually increase the opposition. Just gradually bring it up, and then see where you are in 2 years' time. Because I think that he has potential there. He's definitely got punching power. That definitely. But I think there's just the defense element of his game just needs tightening. But he's with a new trainer now. We'll see how that goes. This is his second fight with his current trainer, whose name slips me. So I think they just give him a bit of time with that, see how it goes. But in terms of this fight, like I said, hell of a knockout. You know, little things in there from Ajagba that I was seeing early on in the fight, but they're just minor nitpicks on it, to be honest with you. Other than that, I'm happy. I got to see a good knockout. It was a hell of a knockout. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of Ajagba moving forward, what you should do, where he's going. Some people have said they wanted to see him fight for world titles. You know, they were saying, well, why doesn't... I think he was ranked in the WBC. People were saying, why doesn't Fury give him a shot? He probably wouldn't even... Well, I say probably wouldn't, but I would imagine he'd be very reluctant to take that shot, because he knows himself. He said it, that he needs more work. So we'll wait and see. Press the like button if you enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you're new. As always, I'll talk to you. Peace.